Every sunrise brings another chance. One more page, one more beginning. You don't have to have it all figured out. Just take the next faithful step. Hope is calling, grace is waiting. Your story isn't over yet. This is your next chapter. Your story's just begun.
Hello, friend, and welcome to the Balanced NP Life. I'm Dr. LaTonya King, and I'm so grateful you're here. Welcome to another episode of the Becoming series here on the Balanced NP Life podcast. This is a place where we slow down, have honest conversations, and discover what it truly means to become who God created us to be. Our mission is simple: to encourage your heart, inspire your journey, and to support your overall well-being. And to remind you that growth doesn't happen overnight. It happens just one faithful step at a time. So whether you're driving to work, walking your dog like I love to do, or enjoying your morning or evening coffee, or simply just taking a few moments for yourself, thank you for allowing me to be a part of your day or evening. Now, before we get started, I want to remind you that this podcast is intended for educational and inspirational purposes only. While I'll occasionally share health and wellness insights from just my general experience as a nurse practitioner, this podcast is not intended to diagnose or treat or replace the advice of your personal healthcare provider. So as always, make sure you consult your physician or another qualified healthcare provider regarding, any individual healthcare needs or concerns. Now, grab your favorite cup of coffee or tea or good old H2O. Take a deep breath and let's continue becoming. Today's conversation is called Progress, Not Perfection. Can I ask you something? How many times have you delayed starting something because you wanted it to be just perfect? Maybe you wanted to exercise but thought, if I can't work out for an hour or go to the gym or have a Peloton or whatever, why even start, right? Or maybe you've wanted to pray more, read your Bible more, eat healthier, launch your business or start the podcast or pursue the dream that God has placed on your heart. But perfection convinced you to do it. Girl, just wait. But friend, I've learned something in this process here that perfection will keep you stuck. And progress is what's going to move us forward. Can I be honest? I've struggled with perfection for more than I'd like to admit. Sometimes I've delayed starting something because I wanted it to be just right? And Johnny always be like, babe, just start. I've questioned, whether I was ready, whether I was polished enough. Did I say the right words, whether people would like it or not? Maybe you felt that way too, but recently, God has been reminding me that obedience is way more important than perfection and what somebody else is going to think, because perfection isn't what changes lives. Faithfulness does. I even think about launching this podcast, before it felt perfect, or even this platform. It's so many things that I was wanting to have just perfect before even starting it, right? And I'll talk about that often because that kept me stuck. So just make that move. Now for your becoming insight. Number 1, perfection creates pressure, and progress is what's going to create peace. Number 2, for your insight, God never asked us to be perfect. He only asked us to be faithful. And number 3, small progress repeated consistently creates lasting transformation. And anybody that ever tried to lose weight and have lost weight, you know what I mean. Now for our becoming practice this week. Let's stop asking, how can I do this perfectly, right? Instead, ask, what's one faithful step that I can take today? And then just celebrate yourself for taking that step. And after that, let's reflect on this. Where in your life have you been waiting to become perfect instead of just simply becoming faithful? I want you to think on that. All right, friends, it's time for this week's Becoming Prescription, and the patient is YOU. And this week's diagnosis is perfection paralysis, overthinking, fear of getting it wrong. And the contributing factors are these: comparison, self-doubt, good old fear of failure, and waiting for the perfect timing. And our treatment plan for this week is 1 courageous step, daily grace, consistent prayer, and progress over perfection. And the prescription for this week is do the thing, not perfectly, but faithfully. And what are this week's contraindications? Avoid waiting, avoid that good old overthinking, and avoid comparing your beginning to someone else's middle, okay? And you know, I gotta leave you with these expected side effects. Freedom, side effect of confidence, joy, good old peace, and steady growth. And how many refills can you have? You already know, unlimited. Oh no, that's my favorite part because grace never runs out. And I like to leave you with a little provider's note. And I want you to remember this: God can do far more with your faithful yes than your perfect plan. Before we go, let's answer a few questions from our community. Question number 1, how do I stop overthinking everything? Oh my gosh, this was for me. Thank you, whoever sent that in. Just take the next right step, not the next 20. All right, question 2, what if I fail? Failure isn't final. That's actually in my signature line of my emails. It's often a part of becoming. Question 3, how do I build confidence? Confidence grows every time you keep a promise to yourself, like what I'm doing now. Every episode, I have more confidence. Question number 4, what if I'm starting later than everyone else? God isn't comparing your timeline to anyone else's, okay? And neither should you. All right, and our 5th final question, how do I know if I'm making progress? And I said this probably last week or the week before. Look at who you are becoming, not just what you have accomplished, and look at growth. And now for our weekly affirmations. Repeat after me or just say them quietly to yourself. I release perfection. I embrace progress. I choose faith over fear. I trust God's timing. I am growing. I am learning. And I am becoming. Friend, thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I never take it for granted that you choose to invite me into your day, your evening, or your night. My prayer is that today's conversation encouraged your heart, strengthened your faith, and reminded you that God isn't asking you to be perfect. He is inviting you to be faithful. If today's episode encouraged you, I hope you'll share it with someone who could benefit from this conversation. You never know how one conversation, one encouraging word, or just one shared episode can make a difference in someone's life. I'd also love to stay connected with you throughout the week. You can find me on social media at Dr. LaTonya King. I'll just keep it simple, where I share faith and wellness tips and encouragement and just practical inspiration to help you live with purpose. And you can also join me on Morning Grace, which is also right here on YouTube. And I hope you'll join me each week in the Becoming series, where together we'll continue to keep discovering what it means to grow in faith and embrace God's timing, and to become the person that He's created us to be. Until then, keep choosing progress over perfection, faith over fear, and purpose over pressure. Until next time, walk in purpose, choose hope, and keep becoming. May you go into this week with peace in your heart, wisdom for the decisions ahead, and courage for whatever you're facing. in confidence that God is already ordering your steps. Take care of yourself, take care of one another, and never forget, don't have to be perfect to make progress. You simply have to keep becoming. Peace and blessings. I'm Dr. LaTonya King, and this has been the Balanced NP Life.
Every sunrise brings another chance. One more page, one more beginning. You don't have to have it all figured out. Just take the next faithful step. Hope is calling, grace is waiting. Your story isn't over yet. This is your next chapter. Your story's just begun. Keep becoming, keep believing.